Hello and welcome to episode 39 of Unemployed to Unstoppable. We're reaching the business end of the season now as we end up the season with Millwall. Since we took over, we've been on a little bit of a run. We've had two little bursts of points, which I'll show you in the schedule, which seems to have pulled us away from the relegation zone. We had 3 consecutive games there. We're currently on another 3-game winning streak. We'll try and forget about February in between, where we didn't have a great month. But this will be the second last save of the season. So I will click through and I'll get straight into it. So stay tuned and I'll see you shortly. Welcome back for the first of 2 league games this episode. This first one is away at Coventry, and the starting lineup today is Ripley in goals, Wallace at left back, got Johnson and Campy in centre defence, McNamara at right back, Thompson in deep line playmaker role with Tavares and Leonard in front, Bennett inside forward on the left, Smith out on the right, and Hugill up front. Peter Atibo suspended for this game, and as you can see by the squad, if I scroll down, Josh Murphy injured, and the rest of them are kind of lone players or minor injuries. So squad's not looking too bad. I think the running's a bit of a formality. We're not going to push up any daisies at the top half of the table, and I don't think we'll get sucked into the relegation zone now. So it's just about getting to the end of the season, reassessing where we are in terms of players, player wages, and who needs to stay, who needs to go. We're on a positive mentality. We did change our in possession, so we've gone back to shorter. We did go quite direct for a while because that's in line with the club vision, but we weren't getting the results we were after. And yeah, Hugill's gone back to an advanced forward rather than a pressing forward. So a couple minor changes. It's seen us on a good run, and hopefully we can continue that into today's game. I'm not particularly sure where Coventry are exactly in the league. It's not that I've not been paying attention. It's just I'm more interested in getting to the end of the season at the minute so we can reconstruct ready for the next season. I don't know why that didn't click. But here we go. Bit of a strange view, and I don't know whose stadium this is, but that is not a good view from the gantry. I wouldn't want to be a commentator up there. So here we go. Early doors into the away game against Coventry. As usual, we'll just keep an eye on players' ratings, conditions. Always have an eye on the XG, possession, just to kind of get a drift of where the game's going. And every now and then we'll just give a bit of encouragement to the team just to get us going towards the end of the season. And there's quite a few players, I would say, on there that I'm looking to offload. I'm toying with the idea of a mass clear out, which is risky at this level because you can't guarantee you're going to get in equivalent players back. So it's going to be hit or miss come the end of the season. There's, I want to say, 7 or 8 players that want to get off the wage budget to make way for younger players, and there's no guarantee you'll get the players you want in. I've seen some great players come through the scouting network in the 20 to 23 age range. That's some big clubs, but we're not ready to compete with them financially at the minute, so we'll just bide our time. But even Hugill, who is a championship striker, I think at 32, it's probably time to phase him out and bring somebody else in. George Alexander's there, but I'm not convinced he's the man to take us forward. The likes of Callum Elder, he's another one that's an aging left back. He's come looking for a new contract. He's already at £7,000 a week, which I think is too much for him. It's going to be hard to figure out who stays, who goes. Saying that while I was clicking through, Coventry have taken the lead from a free kick, which is a bit of a blow, but again, plenty of time to get back into the game. Mason Bennett not playing great out wide. He's another one that he's got a lot of potential, and I actually seen quite a bit of him in real life, and I thought he was going to be a massive player. Maybe not quite lived up to that kind of potential, reached the stature maybe I or some other people thought he would. But again, he's a good squad player, but probably not the player that's going to take us to the next level. Riser with a free kick on the edge of the box now. Great strike, but not quite on target. promising though. Tavares is another one I need to evaluate on. Should he stay or should he go? Bennett feeds the ball out to him again, gets in the box, but ball breaks away and Coventry have a chance to break. Wallace mops up at the back there. He's one I'd like to keep, Wallace, but I've also noticed looking through some of the players, there you go, he's one as well. He's starting to consider whether he should be looking to move to a bigger club. So that kind of tells me that Millwall have been stagnating a little bit. At some point they managed to get hold of some good players, but now them players are looking to move on because there's not been any improvement. So it's now for us to kind of action them improvements and show them that there is a plan, there is a way forward, and we can take this club and the players along with it to the next level. Looks like a corner, free kick to Coventry. Loose on the edge of the box. And again, 2-1 down. I don't think we really deserved that. Great free kick, but keeper's positioning maybe a little bit suspect. Found enough for Mason Bennett. At 6.2. There's a bit of a threshold. And again, let me know in the chat how you work out when you're going to make a change. I mean, normally I would say I'll wait till about the 60th minute. But if someone's playing, I think for me, 6-3 is probably my threshold of change. If I see players playing at 6-3 or below, I kind of want to get them off the pitch and get somebody else on. More so that they kind of get the message that if they're not playing well, they're going to be taken off. And also that the other players who are about there know that they will get a chance if people aren't playing appropriately. So there you go, 2 changes made. Hopefully we can find a way back into this game. It's a bit of a shame that our run's going to come to an end. So that'll be twice we've made 3 games winning streak and then come a cropper at the final hurdle. But again, what we do is do the same as everybody else was, is we get back to the training ground and we try again. So if we get beat today, tomorrow's our next start of a winning streak, I suppose is the best way to look at it. Yeah, we'll get Smith off as the final change. Another 6.3, so a couple of disappointing performances really, especially since we've been on a good run up. Don't know if it's to do with the age of the players, if it's to do with fitness, because this is quite a changed side from what we would normally have. We wouldn't normally have Tavares start in the middle of the park. We wouldn't normally have Thompson in there. Campy wouldn't normally be in at centre half. So maybe I'm being a bit hard, but yeah, I think it's been a bit of a poor performance. 15 minutes ago then. Maybe give him one final shout of encouragement. But yeah, I mean, McNamara as well. He's one of the better players. Coming in at 6.2. It's maybe I need to clear out the big players as well. Bold shouts, bold claims there. And I could be in trouble if I let too many go. But maybe some of these players who are a bit disillusioned need to go to let some enthusiasm and potential come in to take the reins. But we'll see. We'll see what happens at the end of the season. I'm not going to commit to it yet, but I've certainly got some plans in mind as to what I want to do as this game drifts out. I really, two very similar teams. Maybe they just had the rub of the green, but I think we've got nothing to play for at this stage of the season. So there you go, full time. Bit of a poor performance. We'll give him the old I'm not happy with that shenanigans, which seems to motivate them, and maybe they enjoy it. I don't know. Maybe they like getting told off. So there we go, up 43 points. So that's 9 points clear of the relegation zone with 7 games left, so 21 points. I'd like to think we're safe. So bear with me. I'll click through and get us ready for the next game, and I will see you shortly for what I imagine is going to be a slightly changed lineup. Welcome back. We're just in between the games at the minute, but the new intake of youth players has come through, so I just thought I'd take you through what has come through for us. In terms of potential, my immediate reaction is not a lot really there worth keeping. I think I'll pick up a lot more potential players from the Premier League release in July, so I'm probably not going to sign a whole heap of these. Jack Cox at the highest potential player. I mean, his stats don't look great, but we'll evaluate them and see. But I'll carry on clicking through. I just thought you might want to see it, just to see what we've got to work with in the future. And welcome back for the second game of the episode, at home to Reading. Reading, I believe, are just below us in the league table, so it'd be nice to just pick up some points as we edge further clear from the relegation zone. So start lineup for today then is Ripley in goals. We've got Wallace at left back, Johnson and Palmer Brown in centre half positions, McNamara at right back. Thompson continues in deep line playmaker role, with Tavares and Leonard continuing in front. Got Bennett on the left, Smith on the right, and Hugo continuing up front. But we're not going to change anything with the tactics for this game. Being at home, I think the tactics should play out slightly better than it did in the previous match. But we will see. Just a couple team instructions to show Kang Jong-mu into his weaker foot. And we will tell them that we want a slightly better performance than they did last time. Again, let me know in the comment section, those of you who've had any difficulties with consistency. Again, I find I can get a 4-0 win with Millwall and then do nothing the next game, not even have a shot on target. So I just need to try and figure out what it is that's stopping us playing well week in, week out. Bennett wants to come off early doors, bruise his foot. Smith is throwing on left end into Bennett. 2 bites of the cherry. It's been cleared to Leonard. We'll get a chance to deliver it back in McNamara. And it's been saved, unfortunately. I thought that was going to be the goal. We'll make that change for get Bennett off. So promising start at the beginning of the game. But we need to build on that and get a few more chances. I've changed it to work the ball into the box. I've tried using the wings and I've tried doing shooting from range. I find working into the box seems to work best. Wallace has picked up an injury now as well, so that's the whole left-hand side wiped out in the first half hour, which isn't helpful. We can see there that Exeter are taking a bit of a beating at Sunderland, and I think, to be honest, Exeter are just about relegated now. So I have an eye on 1 or 2 of their players, which we all know from our time at Exeter may benefit this team. Maybe Keir Kirk up front, Tamplin. Just have a look, because every cloud is silver lining. We did leave them, and I would feel a little bit bad of poaching some of their players some relegation release clause, but inside knowledge is always helpful. McNamara wants to come off as well, so all 3 substitutions made in the first half. Never great. Just to highlight, just for half time, Smith playing the ball down the right, Campy, back to Palmer Brown, Campy, Palmer Brown, Leonard, so playing the ball around well. Smith chucks into the middle to Tavares, he bursts forward, plays out to Tanner, to Thompson, out wide to Elder. Can he find a blue shirt in the box? Tavares gets another go. Thompson into Leonard. It's certainly a slow, patient build-up. I think it's got to go back out to the wing again, really. There you go, to Campy, into Smith. Lifts it over the keeper and he's hit the bar. I mean, that was a fantastic move. That's off to the boys there. They played it around well. Created the opportunity. Cute little finish was attempted, but again, you don't get points for cuteness, do you? So I think, and bizarrely, I think we are actually favourites for a game. It doesn't happen often, but yeah, there we go. So we'll start the second half, hopefully, as we finished on the front foot. Just going to shout a little bit of encouragement. You can see Keir Kirk's pulled one back for Exeter against Sunderland there. Again, I really need to keep an eye on him, because he would be ideal for going up front for us. I'm thinking next season as well, if the right players come in, we might drop the deep line playmaker rule. Again, let me know what your thoughts and feelings are in the comment section. It's not something I've used extensively. I normally like to have either 3 in the middle or another one just behind the striker, then play with a deep player. It depends where you are on the table. Paul delivered in there. Hugo had a chance, but he's just knocked it wide. 15 minutes to go. Not sure we're going to get many more chances than that. One last little bit of encouragement just to try and get us a winner, because 3 points at this stage, that would put us well clear. 7 minutes to go. Came just kind of drifting away from us. I think we've been the better side. Certainly looks from the highlights like we had the better chances. But again, we're missing a bit of a cutting edge. I know we've not got Murphy out there, who's one of our highest rated players, but still we should be able to formulate some chances with the players we've got. So there we go, 0-0, bit of a drab finish to the episode. The back lot played well. The front lot left a lot to be desired. And I think it's just a symptom of not having good enough players. But we will correct that in the transfer window. There you go. So apparently I'm impressing after 20 games in charge. But I will click through and get us to the end of the season. In the next episode, what we'll do is we'll play the final game of the season against Fulham. By then I'll kind of evaluated what players are staying and what players are going. So we'll play the Fulham game. We'll go through the end of season presentation and see what the player awards were. And yeah, that'll be the end of what has been a good season to avoid relegation, but a little more than a transitional season really, as we look for our first full season with the players we want at Millwall. So once again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you've enjoyed it, or let me know if there's anything I can do differently. Again, stick something in the comment section. I'll get back to you. And I will see you next time. Take care.